Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, we have another situation of a passenger going overboard, and unfortunately this one doesn't have the same happy ending that we did last week. We also have Carnival Cruise Line letting us know when those holiday decorations are going up. Celebrity Cruise Line has come out and said, sorry, we are going to bring back some of those food items that people have been complaining about that are missing. We have a huge uptick in passengers going to Alaska. And finally, Norwegian Cruise Line has a special committee coming out to examine their business that they announced during their third quarter earnings. If you remember, their third quarter earnings were much less than Carnival and Royal Caribbean's were, and this might have something to do with it. So our first story, unfortunately, does not have a terrific ending. A 41-year-old man went overboard on the Norwegian Pearl. He was on a chartered cruise called the Headbangers cruise, which is all specially invited heavy metal bands, and of course you are paying a third party who is partnered with Norwegian to hold the entire ship. The entire ship is there for this music festival on board. And around 3:30 in the morning, the people were awoken as the ship made a sharp U-turn and headed back in the other direction, and the captain announced that a passenger had gone overboard. We've later discovered it is a 41-year-old man. No reasons given yet as to why he went overboard or anything like that. Kind of guessing probably, I'm not even going to hazard a guess, but it is a Headbangers rock and roll heavy metal cruise. And the ship searched for about 9 hours in very inclement weather, rough seas, with choppy waters and limited visibility. And unfortunately, the gentleman was not found. The Coast Guard was announced. They are continuing the search, but the ship, after 9 hours, was released from the search and continued on its way. And as I said before, very few people survive going over the edge of a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean. Especially at night and in bad weather. So we can hope for the best, but it's not looking terrific. Now, Carnival, a little cheerier note, Carnival Cruise Line has let us know that, Christmas holiday decorations are coming. Now, they just had Halloween decorations, right? And now they've got to switch over to Thanksgiving and Christmas decorations. Well, they say all of their ships, except the brand new Jubilee, which is going to be still making a transit across, will be having their decorations up by December 4th. So very, very near future. For all you people wondering when roughly cruise ships start decorating for Christmas, it's normally around the very first week of December and runs right up until the couple days after January, after New Year's Eve. Next, we have Celebrity Cruise Line announcing that they are bringing back some classics on the menu that they had taken off. Things like shrimp cocktail, sirloin steak, onion soup, stuff like that. Well, French onion soup, that they had taken off the menu, that passengers have now let their voices be heard and said, yeah, hey, we want these things back. We want those main staples back. Those are good, reliable choices when you don't like what's on the menu, right? A chicken dish, a pasta dish, a steak dish. That's all, everyone has at least one choice somewhere in there that usually fits their taste buds. Well, they've announced they're bringing them back, and they've also said that passengers have also told them they want at least one chocolate type dessert every night. They don't always want, super sweet or fruit endeavors, they would like at least one chocolate choice. Doesn't have to be fancy. A chocolate mousse, piece of chocolate cake, a chocolate tart, something chocolatey. Because let's face it, most people for dessert, the first thing that comes to mind is chocolate. And so Celebrity says they're looking at that as well. Now we have two more reports, one from Alaska and how their cruise season's going, how did the businesses there do? And Norwegian Cruise Line is setting up a special committee to examine their business after their third quarter review. But before I get there, let me just invite you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. You want to keep up to date with everything going on in cruising, from the food choices that are coming out to new destinations. I'm on a brand new ship. The Celebrity is Ascent in 2 weeks. I'll show you all that. And then I'm on two more brand new ships within 30 days after that as well. Can't wait to show you all them, but yeah, just hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost anything, really does help the channel out, and I really do appreciate it. Okay, let's talk about Alaska. Juneau just did their city council report since the cruise season has ended and said that it is up 23% from the highest peak that it's ever been passenger-wise, and the businesses that they've interviewed, over 700 and some businesses, have all come back and said it was either a good year or a great year for their business. Now, the one thing that hasn't come back is the staffing. They haven't been fulfilling the staff. I guess they've been waiting to see how many are going to come back, et cetera, et cetera. And the wages they want to pay, a lot of people don't, because it's seasonal, don't want to travel all that distance for a lower salary where the cost of living is higher. So they may have to bump that up down there to get the service people there to service the cruise industry. Because in Juneau alone, fully 15% of all income from that town comes from tourism. And yeah, most of that is cruise ships, obviously. But a good year for Juneau, and they are looking at how to properly bring back more employees to help cover all the people that are there. And it's just good news. The business development manager there said, you know what, we had a great year and 2024 looks to be even better, which is good news for Juneau, considering they were basically shut down for almost 2 years with no business. I'm glad to see it's back and rising. Now, Norwegian Cruise Line has come out and they have this new committee that they're starting up there. Let me read what it is. It says, with new leadership and perspectives across our organization, we have embarked on a review of our entire business, taking a fresh look at all aspects of our strategy. We are embracing change while preserving what makes it special. And we are committed to take back a leadership position, not just in the cruise industry, but in a broader travel, leisure, hospitality sector. Now, they said this to the Wall Street analysts as they were doing their quarterly report. Now, it was reported, you know, they made $377 million, while the other two cruise lines, Norwegian, Carnival and Royal, made over $1 billion. However, perhaps Norwegian paid more of their debt off, which is one of the reasons their profit might have been lower. That could be a reason. But if they're looking at changes to their business, can I make a little suggestion? Can I make just a tiny, tiny suggestion for all aspects of your business? Is bring back the shows. I don't know how many people I talked to on the last cruise say, boy, we miss the second show. If you don't know, about a year ago, Norwegian started cutting back their second type Broadway show. For instance, on the Encore, you had Choir of Man, and then you had Kinky Boots. Well, Kinky Boots is no longer there. You just have Choir of Man, which really cuts back on the entertainment value that's on the ship. And I think a lot of people have taken notice of that and are now changing. You know, Norwegian used to be known as a big competitor entertainment-wise as Royal Caribbean with their Broadway shows. And by cutting back one, they've definitely taken a hit in that aspect. Some of the rest, you know, other parts of their ships have been great. doing wonderful ropes courses and fun things like that. However, taking back entertainment could be a big hit, and maybe they should think about bringing it back if they want to embrace the future. That's just my opinion, but apparently it was many people's opinion on my last Norwegian cruise. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think they should bring back more shows, or are they doing the right thing by keeping the budgets much lower? Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.